What's up, Geek Reactions ENT? So today we have something a little special. This kind of blindsided all of us. Now, this is the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer. I'm sort of looking forward to this. Sort of. After that train wreck we got a couple of years ago with McCarthy or whatever her name is, I just was like, no, just let the original two be the masterpieces that they were. But after we got word that there would be a Ghostbusters Afterlife, I kind of got excited. So we're going to check out this trailer, talk about it afterwards, and then see if this is doable. Will it reinvigorate a franchise that was very popular in the 80s and 90s? That's my question, okay? Will it reinvigorate that franchise? We'll see. We'll check it out. If you are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. Let me know in the comment section what you want to see me react to next. But most importantly, guys, I'm close to 6,000 subscribers. If you could be so kind to hit that subscribe button. Whatever you guys comment, I'll try to react to. Now, I work a full-time job, so sometimes it is kind of hard for me to come in from work and then shoot a video for you guys. I won't be able to do it all the time, but I will stay consistent with the videos, I promise you. So just make sure whoever is new and is checking this out for the first time, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to it, share with your peers and your family members, and also check out the playlist and all my other videos. Now let's hop on into this. I know this is going to be a banger. I know it. Somerville.
You're a great mom.
I don't know. I'm fine with Trevor, but with Phoebe, she really keeps me on the outside.
That's normal. She's an awkward, nerdy kid.
Maybe a new home could be an opportunity to start fresh. I just wish she'd get into some trouble.
There's still time.
This doesn't look good. No. I mean, it looks good, but I see some problems already.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
We're completely broke, and our grandfather left us this creepy old farmhouse in the middle of nowhere.
Your father wasn't much of a homemaker.
The original four.
He could hardly keep the power on.
You're saying he left us nothing?
Well, I wouldn't say nothing.
You went with the station wagon?
It's the only one that had an engine. What is happening here?
Somehow, a town with no fault lines is shaking on a daily basis.
Holy shit.
Maybe it's the apocalypse. Egon came out here for a reason.
Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night?
You experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Have you or any of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost?
Oh my god. You guys hear that?
Something's coming.
What the shit?
The whole city. It's like The Walking Dead.
I think that was Zool. What did they call it in the original Zoogle? He looks different.
Ghostbusters.
We're ready to believe you. We're closed.
And they have to promote the PS5 at the end of the video. Of course, because I don't have one. Why wouldn't they do that to piss me off? Because they see my analytics and my search history with the PS5 and when it's coming out and all that. They had to show it at the end. That's what they're going to do. Anyway. I see a couple of issues with this. I see a couple. Mainly, and you know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Having the kid find the apocalyptic, you know, material or the apocalyptic equipment. They did that in Predator, and that movie sucked, right? The kid was autistic. He can read the alien language. He can do all of this. He can figure all of this out. And it seems like they're going in that direction. Now, could it work? Possibly. Could it not work? It's about a 75% chance that won't work. There seems to be a lot of comedy elements in this. Granted, the originals were considered comedy movies with, you know, ghosts and zombies and all of that in it. But that was that 80s and 90s nostalgia that we all loved and what made those movies legendary. Nowadays, when they do reboots and remakes and all of that, the jokes can come off kind of corny. You can't relate to them. There's no need for those jokes to be in there. They're just in there to fill in speaking, fill in the script and stuff like that. I do want to see it. I watched the Ghostbusters that came out, literally this one right here, that came out a couple of years ago, and it sucked balls. Okay, it was terrible. It literally undid everything that the originals did. You know, that teamwork, that, you know, that nice mix with comedy and horror, because it really wasn't that scary. You know, it told a story. It made those characters matter. And that one a couple years ago, the characters didn't fucking matter. They weren't funny. It was very cringy. It did nothing to add to the story of that universe, or this universe that they're trying to establish again. Now, remakes and rehashes and just redos of all of these classic movies never really works out. The only one that I can really think of that actually fucking worked was It. Those movies, the It movies. That's the only thing that I could really think of. Chucky didn't work. In the what were those? The Jason. No, it wasn't Jason. It was Michael Myers. Those movies worked. Stuff like that. I'm sorry, I drew a big ass blank. But let's go about it. Let's go through this. She discovers the capsule that held all of the souls that they captured, right? So are they going to do something to where she accidentally opens it up?
What are you doing here in
China McClain.
We're completely
That looks like China.
broke, and our grandfather left us this creepy old farmhouse in the middle of nowhere.
Your father.
That right there. Look at that. One of them unfortunately passed away. So he's clearly not going to be in this unless they make him a ghost or something. That was unfortunate and it's sad. But, you know, I wonder who it was that answered the phone at the end of the movie. Clearly wasn't the black guy. It had to be the two in the middle, and I can never remember their actual names. I can never remember their actual names and never remember their names in the movies. But I grew up on these movies. I know that's sad, but I'm drawing a blank right now. But I love to see who's in this from the original.
He wasn't much of a homemaker. He could hardly keep the power on.
You're saying he left us nothing?
Well, I wouldn't say nothing.
Why would you keep it in a garage just with a cover over it, a car cover? That I would have thought the damn government would have taken this stuff, and it's just sitting in his garage. In this universe, the government knows about the afterlife, you know, zombies and ghosts and all of that. You would think they would have this stuff under lock and key so the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man would not come back and destroy New York. Or you have demon guides asking if...
You went with the station wagon?
It's the only one that had.
That's believable, because I know how to fix cars, so... But they're taking it for a joyride. I really want this movie to work, okay? We got this, and if you guys are wondering where Ant-Man was in Infinity War, he was here, okay? He was here. This is where he was. I'm just throwing that out there. He was here catching ghosts. He wasn't fighting any, he was catching ghosts, so let's get that out of the way. But, you know, you do have some pretty cool actors in here. And I really want this movie to succeed. You know, it has a retro feel to it, kinda. And it has you know, I don't know that, it's like a certain vibe about that I'm getting from this trailer. A small town vibe, you know, a retro feel. I don't know. I just want this movie to do so well because it has a lot to live up to. This isn't a small thing to live up to. It has a lot to live up to. But a lot of these shots are cool. They're using a lot of practical effects. They're not using too much. Now, this, of course, is CG, but it looks good. I love the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from the original one. In my opinion, he was cute, but evil. But he was so fluffy. That's what I thought of as a kid. I had the toy, and everything. But he's evil. But there's a lot of Stay Puft Marshmallows. So, and as you can see, here, there was this scene that I literally just saw it. But it looked like, and with these two, they had that green mist.
Actor or ghost?
Oh, no. This is a piece of candy. Okay. This, I want to see what the hell this is. I wonder. That if that was something that they actually built, that's amazing. I love the way that looks. I really hope they dig right into horror with this. Deep into horror. This is more horror than comedy. That's what I'm hoping. But possibly not. Because you want kids to watch it. So you can't really... that's the whole thing. I don't know.
Oh my god.
It looks good, though. That looks like it could be rendered a little more.
You guys hear that?
This looks good.
Coming.
The whole city.
That...
Dead.
The Walking Dead. So apparently The Walking Dead exists in this universe. But this right here, this is practical. You could tell it's practical. And if they use a green suit and CG this looks fucking phenomenal. But it looks practical, like they built a dummy, But he doesn't notice that this is a whole skeleton. Zoogel's back. That has to be. I think his name was Zoogel. I can't remember. That looks bad, though. That CG there. But you're going to have the kids saving. Let me tell you something. Realistically speaking, right? Kids would not have the balls to do this. They would be just as scared as an adult would be. It takes a special kind of people to deal with all of this. Kids would not know how to work the equipment, possibly know how to drive, but he looks a little too young to be driving. But they wouldn't know how to work this kind of equipment that they didn't create. They just found, and now, boom, they know how to work it. That's my issue with this. It's not realistic. Although it's not supposed to be realistic, this is a movie that you can turn your mind off to clearly. But if something like this was to actually happen, you wouldn't see kids speeding down the street chasing ghosts. I know you wouldn't see black and Spanish kids doing that. They go the other damn way. Okay? I know some white people to be out with us. But I'm just saying, this would not be something that you see looking outside. You know what I mean? That's where it's off for me. Because she found all of this. They found all of this at the house. First of all, why wouldn't the government have this? That's my question. Because we all know the government knows everything. The Illuminati exists. So they would have taken this and had it under lock and key at probably Area 51 or something. So this would not happen again. That's number one. Number two, what did they do to unleash all of this? What did they do? They pushed the button or something? What could they have possibly done to? And number three, how would they know how to work any of this equipment? Those are my questions. How, because in the original ones, you saw them working on them, building them, testing them. You saw them doing a lot of calibration, So they're just going to know how to use this. Because I highly doubt they left behind a manual on how to work a lot of this stuff. They're just going to automatically know how to do this. I want to see it. And I'm excited to see it. Don't get me wrong. But I'm pointing out a lot of stuff that a lot of people won't point out, especially the people that grew up watching these movies in that era. They're not going to point that out. They're going to want to see Ghostbusters back. They're going to want to see where the story continues. But I'm just saying, we already saw one movie try to do all of this again. It's one. Is it gonna happen again to where it's gonna fucking suck and we're just gonna be? I hope it's like it where it's successful and now you have a second one. You know, you can take. But there are some things in this trailer that I'm seeing that I'm not like giddy about. I want to be giddy about it. Hopefully I'm wrong because I really want this to. They're driving a hearse, for crying out loud. If you like my reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. Let me know in the comments section whether you are looking forward to this movie or you just don't care. If you're tired of seeing remakes, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if they should start, all over and just start making original content. That's what I think they should do. Just make original content. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I am out.